All right. Now let's try it. Can you all hear me now? Okay. Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show says yes. All right. Now, yes. Tell everybody come over to this one. Melinda Dobson, how you doing? You ready for this, Melinda?
Welcome to the Lone Cowboy Adventures, where an ex-bull rider traded his bull rope and his horse reins for the travels and adventures on a motorcycle. Joined with him is his beautiful Miss Linda. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And as I always say hi to a stranger. You might make somebody stay.
All right. Are we good now? You're watching a Godzilla movie? Yeah, I hear you. No, round two. Hey, Marty, how you doing? Marty's in here. Now, I have a special guest, and we're going to give this a try. How's everybody doing tonight?
Steve says audio is 1 second behind. Volume up a little.
Well, everybody, welcome Mike in. This is a work in progress, everybody. So let me go there. There we go. Okay, we got both cams on. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to Mike, everybody. I got to turn his microphone on, I believe. Yeah, it's on. Okay. Now, how's that? Is there an echo?
Hello,
Can you hear Mike all right?
No, you got me on mute.
No, I don't.
Or something. Oh.
Linda Dobson, can you hear Mike okay? He sounds bad, he says. Well, his mouth was up to the mic, so that might have had something to do with it.
All right, how's this?
I turned you up.
Now you got an echo.
Yeah, just stay back where you're at. That ain't any better. A little echo, Debbie says. Okay. So anyway, no echo, Grumpy says. All right, there we go. Are we good now? She says, now I'm in a well. How about that? That ain't better. The audio is still all jacked up. Who's mine? Yeah, turn down the Connex board. Yeah, I hear you. See what it sounds like. Yeah, Mike's not talking.
I was kind of waiting for everything to clear up a little bit.
Yep. Check, check. All right. Anyway, this is a kind of a work in progress. Like I said, if y'all can hear me, Mike and I took a trip down to Pinecone Fest a couple of months ago. Well, how long ago was it? Month and a half, 2 months?
Something like that.
Yeah. So, what'd you think of the trip, Mike? Did you have a good time?
Oh man, I tell you what, I didn't want to stop. When we got back, I just wanted to keep going.
Well, what'd you think of the trip down there?
I want to do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. Well, maybe in a little bit warmer weather, but yeah, let's do that one again.
Yeah. You hear Ken on Mike's microphone? I don't know. I hear the two of you. Okay. Well, I did upload a little video. That's what it looked like all the way down. We had a lot of clouds. Just turn that off. But that's the way it looked on the way down there, most of the way. Probably till we got down in Texas. And now you gotta. Now Deborah says echo. So anyway, well, I didn't want to show that one yet. Yeah, there we go. And I think this was after we got down into Texas. We're down there in the well, they are. They're curved. Yeah, once we got down south of the in Oklahoma, it started clearing up a little bit at least. Okay. We'll do that. Check one.
Back to
Bud Files, how you doing? Well, you should be able to hear now. They're back. Okay. All right, Mike, you can say something now.
All right, I guess I'm allowed to talk now.
Yeah, you're allowed to talk. Yeah, we got a real shit show going on now. Excuse my language, but that's okay. No, Mike, you had that Triumph Bonneville on that trip. Got you 5x5. All right. And that week after we got back, you really started looking around and looking at some used bikes, didn't you?
Oh yeah. I tell you what, I really like that Triumph Bonneville. It's great for day trips and running around town and whatnot, but 700 miles and 500 miles and another 400 miles a week before that.
Right.
I need a new seat cushion on me, not on the bike, on me.
Yeah. Yeah, we were joking around that week after work. But yeah, we that was a good trip. We did, what did we say, over 600 miles?
Yeah, I guess
On
it
Friday?
averaged out about just under 700 on the way down and just over 500 on the
Way back home.
at least that was to my house, but you're not that far away, so.
Right.
Yeah, I could have done without some of that rain to start. A little bit more sun would have been nice. Drier roads going through the Arkansas mountains. I tell you, we got to take that trip again. That was a good run.
Yeah.
We got to do that during a weekday too, so there's no traffic or what anything.
Right.
You know, nobody in our way, just to roll on down the curves and whatnot.
Yeah, it was down to the Wichita National Forest from down in southern Oklahoma was really, you know, the curves and the hills and stuff and the you know, looking out. Well, that one stop that we did
On that overlook.
on that overlook, yeah, you really couldn't see much because a lot of the leaves were still on the trees, but it was still a beautiful sight, you know.
Yeah, the clouds were trying to sink into the ground is what it looked like.
Right.
They were so low.
Yeah, and then of course when he got back, that's what he got.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he tell him about it, what year it is and everything like that.
2014, it's a Street Glide. You know, every motorcycle, if it doesn't have scars, or any vehicle really, it's not a vehicle until it's got some scars on it.
Yeah.
This thing's got plenty of scars. I'm sure I've added one or two already, but there's nothing major wrong with it, other than the rider. No, it's a great bike. It's really comfortable. I've gone on a couple of trips, just little day trips. I just got back yesterday. We went up to Leavenworth area, Atchison, Weston, and I'm still learning how to ride it. It's a lot different from that Bonneville, but I'm telling you, it's a dream to ride. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And you know, I'm still not like Harley. Okay, I'm not like that. I'm not diehard Harley.
Right.
But the bikes are excellent. Very comfortable, easy to ride. A lot easier than that Bonneville. Honestly, you would think differently. That Bonneville was about 500 pounds. So about 700 with me on it, and all my gear and whatnot. But the Harley, it's quite a bit heavier, but you know, it soaks up the bumps a lot better. And it just, like I said, it's just easier to ride, you know?
Right. You can actually sit back in it.
Yeah.
You know, you could
Yeah.
sit back and
The
relax.
Bonneville, I was leaning forward
Yeah.
the entire time.
Your
Yeah.
arms are pretty much straight, you know,
Yeah.
sitting up, putting pressure on your arms and your shoulders. I mean, that's the way I saw it. I had a Yamaha 550 year back in the 80s, and that's kind of the way it sat, you know. And I didn't do a lot of long trips because it was just a tooling around kind of the back and forth to work bike all the time. But yeah, you stayed up there at the dealer for how long were you at the dealer making that deal on that bike?
You've heard people say that they've shut down the bars.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I shut down the dealership by a couple of hours. Right.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you called me at 7 o'clock, and I'm like, you're still there at the dealer?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was that was a long day, and
It's well
Yeah.
worth it though.
yeah. Now, what's one of the first things you'd like to change on the bike as far as comfort levels?
Comfort levels. Well, I've already done a couple of minor things. So I guess the first one I really did was the windshield. I put a taller windshield, then it kind of at the very top, it kind of goes forward towards the front of the bike. So when the wind hits it, it kind of deflects and goes up and over even further than my head. So the little short one that comes with it, it would kind of make my head bobble.
Right.
And so this taller one, it really helped push the wind up and over me so I don't even feel anything.
Right.
But the first little bit major thing to it, new radio.
New radio,
New
huh?
radio, yeah. This one, it's all right. One of the speakers is blowing out a little bit. But you know, there's always more bikes out there. There's more chances out there to improve bikes, to see what you like. I mean, probably not going to be my first, not going to be my last.
Right.
You know, so.
So, we've talked about, you know, this summertime, because in November, December, we have to select for vacations. And so, Miss Linda and I are planning the last 2 weeks of April and doing a trip to Florida. And then I called you and asked you if you had ever been to Sturgis or the Black Hills. So you said no. So the plan is to possibly take off on that Friday, the second weekend of Sturgis, and go up to Sturgis and camp out. And I don't even know if you got that week off yet. I didn't ask you.
You know, I didn't look.
Yeah.
They've been updating that thing daily, but just haven't had a chance to look, or it just didn't cross my mind.
Right. I mean, if I don't get it, I can always cancel it, or I can do something or whatever. So XAM Biker, good to see you. So
Hey, Melinda Dobson, thanks for the compliment there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you said that's pretty.
A lot of the old ladies have scars. Yeah, I believe that.
So yeah. I think we saw another coworker here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jared Caldwell.
Hey,
Good to
brother,
see you.
what's up?
Yeah. Yeah, we got an XAM biker in here. He's got some t-shirts he's making and selling for his channel, so that's cool. So yeah, what else is going on here? I know it's Saturday. It started raining today. Did you guys have a good time yesterday? I mean, I think you went to O'Malley's again, right?
Yeah, we went to O'Malley's. O'Malley's is it's a bar that was started, I can't remember what year, 18 something or other. Or no, it wasn't that early, but and so it's an Irish bar, and it's up in the hills of Weston, and Weston's a really cool town. It's pretty historical. They've got a lot of. We've done a previous video about that, about being up there. They grew a lot of tobacco and dried it and whatnot. And we walked through the barns and whatnot. So that was a pretty cool little adventure. But back to O'Malley's, it's a Irish bar, and I think it was a storehouse at one time to during the Prohibition to kind of hide their alcohol, you know.
Right.
So it's caves. It's basically down inside the ground. And there's a couple levels down there, and they've turned them into bars and big restaurant. So it's pretty neat. You know, if you're claustrophobic, you better have a couple drinks before you go down in the cave.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, St. Patrick's Day, I've been down there during St. Patrick's Day, and you better be in a loving mood because everybody gets in there real tight, and they got a lot of live music. I highly suggest, you know, taking a trip up there, even if it's not St. Patrick's Day, just go up there and check it out. It's a pretty neat little place. It's not only O'Malley's Bar. There's a couple other buildings over there on the other side of the parking lot. You know, like O'Malley's is pretty much almost all beer. They make their own beer. And then across the parking lot, it's another building. They do pretty much all wine. So you can go from one to the other, or the wives can go over to the wine, the husband can go get the beer.
Right.
You know, it's just a pretty neat little town, you know, and then there's antique shops down in the bottom of the town. So there goes the dog again.
Yeah. She hears you talking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was trying to look up, was it XAN Biker?
Yeah.
I was trying to look up one of his shirts or something like that.
Yeah. He's, I don't know if he's got it on his community tab or what. Maybe he can comment down below.
Add a link or something like that. Yeah.
Right. It's right there. Close to
A little bit closer.
it. And then
I was trying to keep it low and so it wasn't going to echo.
well, I think he there through my microphone too. I got my mic turned off. So I don't know. Because I don't think we need to. Yeah.
Is that better? Anybody hear me?
This studio is so big that there is a little bit of an echo into it too.
Yeah. We'll have to get some sound panels up on the roof or something like that.
There we go. Yeah. So
Get some scaffolding, some, you know, some scissor lifts,
right.
stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
Take about 300 guys to do that.
Right. Right. But no. There was another thing. Hey, Lindy Oki, how you doing? Good to see you. Linda Doff sounds like a lot of kissing the Barney. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about as far as I can get it, unless he scoots up to it, Mark. Almost stick your mouth up to it there once, and then we can do some adjusting. Yeah, because it's coming across mine too. Is that any better, Mark? There you go. Yeah, that's probably better. So yeah. Like I said, y'all, this is a work in progress using this other format along with us here. So it's just it's going to take a few times to really get to work the system here. So what else is going on? Up or down, Mark? I brought it up a little bit. Say something, Mike.
All right. How's that?
Yeah.
Any better there?
Yeah, probably.
I was still looking for maybe XAM Biker can earthquake can take and drop a link down here and so we can look up his t-shirts. I want to see what they look like.
Right.
Make it simple so I can type it in on my phone or something.
Right. Yeah, we'll have to get my producer in here some one of these days, and we can mess around with it. Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit.
Hey, did you see what's up here? There's a new sticker.
Which one?
Did you see what's up there?
Yeah, man. Man. I don't know if y'all can see that. I can, I don't know if this
I took and he got all these stickers up on the board behind me, and I don't have stickers, so I just
yeah. There you go, right there.
I took and wrote Mayhem Mike up on there. So
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
you know, Ken, I've got something unscripted here. I do have something for you. I wanna give you.
This was never scripted anyway.
Well, you know, I ordered something and I got extra. I didn't mean to order it, but it came with my order. But I got this and I've got gazillion of these. So I'm gonna give you one and I don't think you have one. It's a charger for it.
Oh, it's another charger for my vest and coat.
It's a desktop charger type thing. You know, you set it on the fan or whatever. And it'll charge twice as fast as that low one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, dude. Oh, yeah, I don't have one of these.
Oh yeah.
For those of you that have been following us, we use Milwaukee heated coats or vests. That's awesome, Mike. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
That is awesome.
You just jam the battery in there and I don't know. Doesn't take very long, probably like 20 minutes or something.
Right, yeah. And those batteries last a long time.
Oh yeah.
And Marty, our other buddy that rides a wannabe Harley, he also has a Milwaukee heated coat. So he's
I got a couple other guys we ride with. They're starting to look at them too. So.
no, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
Oh, one of the guys asked about what was in front of my clutch and brake handle. So Ken kind of gave me a gift of a bike warming gift. You want to tell me about that?
Yeah, I've got I have grip covers that blocks the wind off of your both your grips, keeps the wind off of your hands when you're going down the road. And Mike got this bike, so I just went ahead and ordered those when he got that bike. I think I ordered those the same weekend for you because we knew we were going to have some cooler weather coming up. So, and I ordered they're plastic, but I ordered them from J&P, and they're inexpensive. They're not too bad, and yeah,
It's thick plastic. It's not just like, you know, just cheap old plastic from across the sea, but
right.
it's I'd say it's like 3/8 inch plastic almost.
Right.
It's pretty good. It doesn't wiggle or anything, you know, it just stays right there. And it does, it keeps the wind off your knuckles and fingertips and whatnot. You still sometimes you need like heated gloves or what are those pad things oh, hot hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those hot hands. Yeah.
Shake 'em up, you throw 'em in your glove and get on down the road.
Lindy Oki says you need a Royals hat. You know, and that's one thing I don't follow very much, and I don't really follow football like like I like to watch it. That's about it. So, yeah, I appreciate that charger because
Oh, yeah.
I could plug it in out there at the shop, the toolbox, and then get done riding. You just plug the battery in, you know where it's at. Of course, I'll still ask Miss Linda where it's at. So, you know.
Well, yeah, it's a lot easier to see than that other little.
Right.
You know, just make sure you keep the converter in your vest pocket.
Yes. Yes.
You know, stick the battery out. I got a lot of different batteries. I got a lot of Milwaukee stuff, so got a lot of different size batteries. So
I've got to. Sorry about this, but I'm going to have to take a look here for a second. Yes. Okay. I did turn on the monetization. And you all know, if you follow a lot of channels, you know what that's for. That's baseball. Yeah, I know the Royals is baseball. So, but I follow football a little bit. I like to watch, and that's the weird thing. I haven't watched any football today. I think our team plays tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, another thing you brought to my attention was you saw something strange last night. Was this at your house?
Well, we just left the house. So we were just outside the neighborhood. And I can't explain what it is. I can explain what it looked like to me. My buddy Tim was with me. He was driving. We actually stopped in the road because it's like, what is this?
Right.
It was really, we were just trying to figure it out. There it is. So this one's kind of blurry. It's a little further away. The way that I can describe how it's moving is it looks like, okay, so you see the line, it's actually moving in a straight line like that.
Huh.
So it kind of reminded me of like an airplane pulling a banner. So it kind of looked like that. But there's no banner. There's no airplane pointed. There's no blinking lights. And it's going at a really slow pace. So the next thing that I thought of was it almost looked like Christmas lights. Was it Christmas lights? I don't know. You got that other picture that's in the tree there? But so that's the trees that you see there. So in the middle of the trees is that thing again. It's a little bit more clear because it's a little bit closer. But again, he shut the car off, and we had the windows down, and we didn't hear any noise, no airplane, no helicopter, no anything. So then the other thing I was thinking of, well, did somebody get smart and tie a whole bunch of those lanterns? Everybody's seen those lanterns.
Right.
They light up at 4th of July or whatever, and they just float away like hot air balloons. Like if they tied a whole bunch of those together, but there had to have been like 40 lights, and those kind of flicker and then they burn out. This didn't flicker and this didn't burn out anywhere. And it maintained the speed and it just kept going in a straight line. And I don't know what it was. I really don't. I can't explain that one. I know a bunch of years ago I was sitting with another buddy out in the back of my house, and I had a couple beers, but I wasn't blind.
Right.
But both of us witnessed this. It was a single light and doing the same thing. No noise. It was just going from the north sky to the south sky. And then it finally went behind some trees and I lost it. But we watched it for about 20 minutes and it was just going slow across the sky. No blinking lights, no noise. Internet satellites. I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, if I had to guess, it was probably 50 to 100 feet long. That's my best guess. Not having any kind of dimension in the sky, in the dark sky like that. I really don't know. I have no clue.
Huh. Still, it's just that's kind of strange.
So if anybody's heard anything on the news, I don't watch the news. I hardly watch TV. If I do watch TV, it's because there's a movie on.
Right.
So I don't, I wouldn't know any kind of explanation.
Huh. Let's see here. Well, everybody, I just shared the link, and
Oh, there it is.
yeah, I just posted the link to StreamYard here, and maybe here in a little bit. I don't even know how long we've been on. 20 minutes. Is that right on this one?
Oh, heck, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking again. Yeah, 20 minutes. We've only been on for 20 minutes. It seems like it's Seems like it's been a lot longer than that.
No, we had some struggles.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, anybody wants to jump in, they're more than welcome to. What's this down here? Somebody commented here. Jared Caldwell. Jared Caldwell says he freaked when he saw it when he first saw it. So that's kind of interesting. Lindy Oki, what's his channel? Mayhem Mike. MAYHEM
Yeah.
MIKE.
Yep.
If anybody can, I'll have to see if I can find that. And I'll post a link to it. Oh, I've got you on there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not a great big YouTuber or anything like that. I just kind of hang out with the great YouTuber stars, you know.
Yeah.
Just kinda-
Yeah.
You know, just kind of hang out
That's
in the side wings.
So,
You know, the stage in the studio is, I don't know, it's probably about 80 feet wide or something like that.
mm-hmm.
You know, we need to put some more chairs since we expanded the back of the studio there.
There's well, I thought I was subscribed to you. It says I'm not. You're in the sunglasses, right?
Yeah.
I thought I was subscribed to you, but I guess not. Chris Stewart Music, what's up, man? How are you?
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I wish you could show that mustache one there.
Oh, I could do it.
dance.
Yeah, I can do it. I can open the windows up. Chris, how you been doing, man? Seen you been. Oh, wait a minute. We got somebody in the back room here. He's going to help us out.
Thought I was frozen, didn't you?
Now, hopefully, we can hear you. I can't hear you.
That's the best sounding I've ever heard him.
Can you hear me, Ken?
I can't hear
Do you
you.
gargle before you
Yeah.
do your shows?
Hang on here. Let's see here.
All right.
Everybody else hear him? Because I can't hear
Can
him.
anybody hear me on the old interwebs?
Maybe I should be able to hear you.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Like settings. Ban from studio. No, we don't want to ban him.
I can hear Mark on
Yeah.
my phone, but I can't hear him.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not hearing
Uh-huh.
him here. So, which is weird because I could hear him yesterday. Well, I think it was yesterday I went live. So I don't know why I'm not hearing you through this one. Wait a minute.
Is your audio turned up on your
There we
computer,
go.
on your speaker?
On my laptop, yeah. Yeah, I can hear you now, Mark.
Okay.
It was
All
my volume was turned down on my laptop here. So yeah.
There you go. Now, all you got to do now is mic sounds pretty good. I mean, you got the mics closer to your mouth. That got rid of the echo. But now, if you mute yourself, Ken, and then look at the audio level on Mike, right? On Mike's mic, and hone it into a good level. He's a little bit over. He's much better, but his mic's just a smidge loud and overmodulated. So
I can move it away.
of course, Mike has to talk for a mic check.
All right, yeah. Now we can do that. Wow. Why does my anyone? Bueller? I don't hear anybody.
You sound good, Mike. I'm talking to you.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not talking. That's why you don't hear nobody.
Oh. Well, I thought I heard something, but it was on my.
That's sounding better.
Okay.
See, I've got my microphone. I had my microphone turned off.
Right, right. But
On his show.
this is sounding
I've got
better.
it turned back on now. Yeah,
1, 2.
I got him up to 39, so we're good. Is that better?
I don't know. Does it sound better? Anybody?
Where- oh, no, he's over here. There you are. I couldn't see you. I couldn't see you in OBS there for a second. Yeah.
Okay.
Mayhem Mike. Yeah, Mike hasn't done much, but we can do something here real quick. Everybody wants to see Mike's must.
The mustache dance.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just love the mustache dance.
yeah, yeah. We got some good. He sent me some good footage of his mustache. Here, I'm gonna do this. Hang on just a second. Where's my window? There we go. It's
Did you just
behind
play
it.
over and over?
Yeah, it's behind it. There we go. For some reason, it went behind, but not in front. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Yeah. Close that out. There. Did you see that, Mark? How that picture went behind our screens?
Yes, that's because it's in the layer on in OBS. It's further down the line in your sources. You got to bring it to the top.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was my window screen.
So what'd you do before I got here this afternoon, Ken? You were doing something.
Oh, I smoked a chicken. Yeah. If you go to my community
Okay,
tab,
chicken.
yeah, I smoked a chicken. I didn't really smoke a chicken. I put a chicken on the smoker.
You put it in the pipe and.
Yeah. But yeah, I split it in half, and then I took some of the Drunken Chef barbecue seasoning, added it to the other seasoning that we had, and then went from there. It turned out really good.
It
So,
smelled really good.
yeah, it was good. So what have you been doing today, Mark? What is your lady friend
Watching
having-
this train wreck right here is what I've been doing, man. Dang. Listen, after the show, I signed up and I got TeamViewer now. I've got an account. So I can get in and find out what's going on over there for you guys, okay?
Yeah,
But how about
I have to do it too?
listen, like maybe an hour before your show, not like 3 minutes before your show, okay? Other than that, you guys are doing great.
Yeah, I was just trying to be like two old people on a couch, 3 minutes before the show, they jump
No.
they get dressed, they jump on the couch.
I spent before the show though. We have two mics. See, we got this one and that one.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
me and Debbie sit right next to each other. So you have to eat the mic like this or it echoes. Okay. So that's step number one. We're going to get your mics both like you're buried into your mouths. Then
Right.
we'll
yeah.
adjust the audio levels and hone them in good. So you're all set from now on.
Right. Yeah, right. I'll call you in 6 months after I unplug the computer, and go on
Listen.
a trip.
It's going to cost you $150 though.
Well, you need a studio class, We need to
Yeah,
do a
and-
class on how to set up.
There's people that have classes. Listen, I'm offering up. Listen, you get done with that class or any class out there, I'll give you one for free, and it'll sound as good as Cowboy Ken's show tonight. No, it'll sound good. Just give me a couple seconds to hone it in. I'll do it over TeamViewer, so I don't even have to be there.
Look at this comment. It's a Honda Davidson. That's right, Marty. We've been kidding around with Marty about, his motorcycle and God bless him. He put a fairing on his bike, and then the weather turns cold. We're not riding, and we told him it's a Honda. He says it's a Honda Davidson. So, yeah. Lynn Yoki, yes, they do. It's two old people on a couch. Yeah. Yeah, there he is. That's this Honda Davidson. Well, that's not his, but that's another picture. It's a guy on a Gold Wing with a HD leather coat on. Yeah, somebody posted a link down there with two old people on a couch. Yeah, Lynn Yoki. Let's see here, just a minute now. You said you were a janitor. Yes, he is a janitor.
Lead janitor. I am my wife, who's the other half of two old people on the couch. She could come in here and join us if she wanted to. She is my employee. She is underneath me. I don't want anybody to forget that, okay?
Right.
So you like on top. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the
Did you hear that, Mark?
Speaking.
What's that?
That's not bald. Yeah.
Here's our next trip right here.
Yeah. In the snow.
In the snow. Heck yeah.
This is Lynn. This is how our set looks normally whenever there's two of us sitting here, and Debbie sits right here. So two old people on a couch is what it is.
Yep.
Now let's see, and watch this at 2x speed for a better experience. If you're not watching the live, you can't do it if we're live. If you're watching the repeat of our live on Saturday, watch us at 2x speed. We're much better.
Right.
Now, how do I get this? I forget which scene I had set up for just one box for me, but I'm working on it, guys. I'll let you guys. I don't want to steal the show. You two talk to each other again.
We need the lead janitor when we have a plumbing issue. It says random things I do says that. Yeah. How you doing, Dean? Yeah.
I tell you what they did at work. They had
Oh my
some
gosh.
foul, so they ended up shutting down the restrooms and brought in some porta potties outside. Yeah, something got clogged up. I don't know.
Didn't you or somebody say the main line is broke underneath in the ground?
Wouldn't surprise me.
It's like 600 feet away or something like that, and that's why it keeps backing up.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think, gosh, who was telling me that? I think Jim was telling me. Oh, Hippie was telling me that.
I'm just glad I'm not stuck working there all day, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get to get out of the office there.
Yeah, maybe was that you, Marty, that was telling me that?
I don't know. I'm just lucky I got my mobile office, you know, and I got windows that surround me, and
Yeah.
you know, I don't have anybody breathing down my neck.
Yeah.
What was that, Mark?
Oh, I was saying I'm old.
Listen to us.
I am here. There. I'm old, Lynn.
Yeah.
Judas. Need my sunglasses. I got spots now. I see
Yeah.
spots.
Oh my gosh. What is this? Yes. No, this has been a experience today. That's for sure.
Deborah, I am going to work on this, and in a little bit, I will get them all. I'll get his lip sync back to normal. I will get Mike's. We're gonna stay after this live, and for the next live, if Ken doesn't touch anything, it'll be good. Yeah. The old
Yeah.
talking without talking trick, Mike. I ain't falling for it.
Says here that Mike is echoing again. I don't know. Is he echoing, Mark? But I
Yeah,
bet
he's a
when
little
I-
overmodulated. He's a little overmodulated, and but it's low. There's other. Whenever you go, Ken, in your sort, the audio mixer. If you go into advanced audio settings, is his mic set up the same as yours as far as levels and gain and all that stuff?
No, I have him at 39. I'm at 26.
Yeah, put his at 26.
So while he's doing that, everybody knows what this week is holiday week, so it's going to be a short week at work for everybody. If you don't have the week off,
And now, once you get him to 26, just use your slider bar, on the screen to bring him in. The slider bar to adjust him while he's talking. Obviously,
Yeah.
can you see his meter for his mic, Ken?
Yep. Yep.
Is it looking like it's in the green or yellow or red?
What you guys doing?
It's in the green. Halfway in the green.
I'm going over to my buddy Tim's house, or to his mom's house. She's going to cook
Oh,
a
that sounded better.
turkey for
Bring it
us.
down a
and,
little. Just
uh,
bring it down a smidge.
Today I went over to one of the
Too low. Too low.
restaurants, and
Right there.
I ordered a couple
there.
of pies because I guess that was my part. So I ordered a couple of pies and got some dinner rolls, and then for the morning
Now it's-
of, they make this incredible cinnamon roll. I'm telling you, and the thing is like huge. I don't know if it's that big. It's like maybe 6 inches across. It's huge, but it's like 4 to 5 inches thick. It's awesome.
Corner cafe.
That's a corner cafe.
Yeah.
And I go to the one in Liberty, and they're still taking orders for pies and baked goods and stuff. The other restaurants aren't. I don't know if they're still taking orders online, but you can definitely go into the store and put an order in right there. That's what I did this morning. So yeah, they are closed on Thanksgiving, so you'll have to pick it up before Thanksgiving. And I think they close at 6 o'clock on Wednesday evening. So my buddy Tim's got the week off, so he's going to do the picking up of pies. I just got to make sure that he's got no forks in his car, because he wouldn't make it to his mom's house with a whole pie, So, yeah, I'm just kind of curious what everybody else is doing for Thanksgiving, where they're going, traveling, driving, flying, what everybody's doing.
That sounds a lot better, Ken.
I thought we were talking about popcorn.
Now,
I just sent you a text, Mark.
Ken, what dB is he at now? In advanced audio properties, what dB?
5.
13.5. Make it 10.
Yeah, it's 13.5. Make it 10.
Yeah, bring it down just a smidge. Now talk, Mike.
Hang on.
Okay. Mark ain't old.
All right, bring it
Bring
it down. Bring it down to 7.
How did we get to popcorn?
I don't know how we got the popcorn.
Popcorn. I mean, it's kind of what we're doing. We're kind of popping all around here, but yeah, I don't know about that. It's hotter than a popcorn's fart in here, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it's 7.
Is that 7? It sounded better. Try it a little lower. Try 4.
Everybody knows that I'm overmodulated. Yes, I have my moments. That is for sure. My ideas and thoughts are always overmodulated.
I think you're lowering your mic, actually, Ken, because now you're low and he's not changing at all. Are you sure you're on the right mic?
Yeah, I'm on the right mic.
No, not
but-
you.
but
Ken's
I-
adjusting his mic. Ken's adjusting his mic and not yours.
I'll turn mine off.
All right. Okay, it's just me on here now. But yeah, I'm like way up there. What if I back this microphone off just a tick? Keep it close.
See, Ken, You were actually adjusting.
so all these old people can hear me.
Maybe they're swapped, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, they're not swapped. You're just adjusting the wrong one. So just the other one down. Just bring down the other one in your list of audio input capture devices.
Oh, let's go to the bottom here. Linda Dobson says, "Let him smoke some of that chicken. He sounds hungry."
Sounding better. Whatever you just did, Ken, he's sounding better. But now you're going to have to bring that other mic that you adjusted down up because that was yours.
Well, I'm still adjusting this other one. It's down to 15.
Are you trying to get it all the way down there to 4 like the other one?
Like that.
That may be too far.
Well,
I don't know.
that's at 10 right there.
There's 10. Okay.
Is your mic muted,
Sure.
Ken?
No, I just unmuted it.
You just unmuted it.
Okay, so right now, Mike is sounding a little louder.
Louder. Louder's better, right?
I think it's good.
Everybody wants to hear me.
You think it's good?
Yeah, Mike's sounding better if he talks. I could tell you here.
It's for dinner.
Count to 10, Mike.
I can't count that. I'm a truck driver. How am I
Yeah.
supposed to count that high? Do I have to take my boots off? Come on, really? Please.
Okay, you can bring him down a little bit. He's a little loud.
I can count on my ears. Wait, I don't have any ears right now. They're covered up. No wonder I can't hear myself so loud. And
That's
it's down
a
to 3.
Okay, that's
Well, we can count my ears again. How about, can I count my eyes? 4. There, I got 4 eyes, okay? Everybody happy? I got 4 eyes. Anybody?
now.
Well,
What's
this is use your fingers to count.
No.
so? What's the 2 dBs of each mic now?
Guess Mike is 3 or minus 3. Mine is at minus 10.
-3 and -10. Put them both at -3.
Okay.
Put them both at -3. -3, that's a 10. All right, going 9, 8, 7, and we're down to 6. All right, 5, counting down to 5, 4, almost down to 3. Okay, click, 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 3. We're both at 3 now. 3
There.
dB. -3 dB.
Yep.
Okay,
There we go.
notice any difference now?
I don't know.
I don't know. I keep seeing my bar go like.
How's
way
that sound,
over.
Mark?
Sounding better. Mike's just a little bit high now. Still a little overmodulated, so his might need to come down a smidge. But with them both at 3, you sound pretty good, Ken.
Okay.
All right, well, we can always knock her down a little bit more. If you're at -3 and you go below -3, what does that take you to? I mean, is it take you
-4?
to plus or minus negative?
Now it's going on the positive side.
On the positive, what?
There.
You sure you go in the right direction? I thought it
How's
was
that
supposed to be
sound?
negative.
That sounds
You're
pretty
gonna-
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right, well, that's the first time anybody's ever said my voice sounds good.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Dr. Harley.
Hey, Dr. Harley's in here. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. We're just messing around.
Yeah. More of a test session than anything, really.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a text session.
Now, if you want to, Ken,
I like those
if you
videos.
started is your team viewer started?
I did have it up, but because I sent you a picture of it.
Well, we'll do it later. All right. I'm gonna drop off. Let you guys handle this from here on out. I've already destroyed your live. I'm getting out of here, but it's better. But we'll work it out after you guys are done. Okay. Sorry,
Okay.
everybody.
I'll holler at you later. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Everybody thank Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show for jumping on here. And be sure to go check out Two Old People on a Couch. How you doing, Dr. Harley? Let's see, it sounds like an old CB radio. Yeah, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does.
At least we don't have a Roger beep on there. I tell you what, that really bugs me when people do that Roger beep.
Yeah. Melinda Dobson, she's still sick. Doctor was mad they let her out of the hospital too soon. That's too bad. Let me see here. I want to do this here real quick. Again, one more time. Anybody wants to jump in? There. So we got a good short week coming up, but we got to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesday's probably going to be really slow.
Oh, yeah.
You've noticed the freight levels dropping down,
Oh, yeah.
and
I don't know. There was one day that it was, the pickups were ridiculous heavy. And I was headed back with only half a trailer. When I say trailer, I pull a 48 or 53. So I pull a longer trailer. And so coming back with only half a trailer, that's kind of scary.
yeah,
You know, especially when I'm making all the early pickups. But then I was told that everybody else was full. They were making bulk pickups, and I was having to go hit a lot more pickups. And then there was one that I was not going to get. They were going to close before I got there, and I called the dispatcher and said, "Yeah, you got to do something about this." He's like, "Well, I got an empty driver over here, so I'll just send them over there."
For those of you that do not know, this is what we do. We drive trucks. He delivers in the city, and I run line haul. So he gets to fight traffic in the city all day.
And you think I'm crazy now?
And I get to fight traffic going down the road. So pulling 2 wagons. And whoops.
You know, there was a great big question amongst the drivers about well, when the line haul guys, which is when you drive longer distance, and you go and you get all these miles, the safe miles. You know, you've got the Million Mile Safe Driving Award, and you know, you get it a lot faster than the city drivers do.
Right.
But with credit to the city drivers, you know, that are getting up there, there's me and a couple other guys that are real close to 1 million safe driving miles. So wouldn't it be fair to change I mean, because I've already been more than 10 years safe driving.
Right.
So shouldn't I get that award sooner? I mean, yeah, you guys put on more miles, but I'm in danger a lot
Right.
more.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying that you're not in danger. I'm saying that I'm in it a lot more than everybody else.
Right.
So I don't know. It just doesn't seem fair to me, but it is what it is. But it's still, you know, that Million Mile Award is a huge, huge accomplishment.
Right.
Bragging rights
That's
forever.
equivalent to 10 years in the city that, you know, it takes you roughly 10 years to run line haul 100 miles or to get that 1 million miles, roughly 10 years, depending on how many miles you drive.
And I
So-
think in city driving terms, it's hours driven, and it takes you about 14 to 15 years
Right.
to get that 1 million miles.
Right. Well, to be equivalent to line haul is what I'm saying, though. Like, say, we'll give you 10 years safe driving in the city, equivalent to 1 million miles on the road. You
Right,
know?
right.
Something like that.
But you're actually driving a lot more than I am, because I'm going from point A to point B, you know, like going to the grocery store,
Right.
jumping out. Okay, I'm on the dock for 20, 30 minutes, get back in the truck, drive another
Right.
10, 15 minutes to the next spot.
Look at what Crybaby says.
Well, it was
The guy that carries the
worse.
Kleenex.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. You know, some people get to work before me and I leave before they get back.
Yeah.
So I'm not guilty if something happens to their tires. You know, I'm not in their car or truck or whatever they happen to drive, you know.
He waves at a lot of people.
They-
You know
you
that?
know-
Going down the road.
Some people never ride 2 wheels to work, okay? Even though they have 2 wheels.
He's in such a good mood. He waves at everybody going down the road, but it's not a 5-finger wave. It's a different kind of wave, you know?
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, Melinda. Prayers. I hope you get to feeling better. Random things I do. He says he passed 1,000,000 miles a long time ago.
Oh, a lot of us have 1,000,000 miles safe driving, but
Yeah,
we end up having to change companies, and
right,
so it doesn't really count.
right.
It's only with the same company. So
So yeah, Jared said copy that. Yeah, he's got banker's hours too now, I guess, right?
man, I couldn't do what Jared does.
Yeah,
Just for the point, I mean, I know what he does and where he works and all that, but there's times when I sit and I wait on dispatch, like here these last few weeks or so, it's been super slow. So I'll have periods of 30, 40 plus minutes just sitting there.
right.
And the way that I work is I'm go, go, go. I don't take my lunch till the end of the day. And I mean, I just want to keep moving, because if I stop and eat something, I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
tired. I get sleepy. So I just wait till the end of the day before I do anything.
Yeah, the company I worked for before I came over here 30 years ago, I ran Bayer, and it was from Speaker Road down to Shawnee Mission Parkway. I think it was 3 trips a day. And the other times I just sat in a chair or sat in the truck or whatever. And it was tiring.
It's harder to do nothing than it is actually do something.
Oh, he said he's do random things I do. Said he was an owner operator for 40 years.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, them owner operators, they can doctor their safety logs. So
Yeah.
they can,
Used to
he's probably
years
got
ago.
4 million safe miles right there, right? I don't know. Yeah, I hope he has 4 million safe miles. That'd be awesome. But
Yeah, we've got winter time to look forward to now too, you know.
oh yeah,
And we had some rain showers come in this afternoon, and I don't see us riding the bike in the morning, you
nah,
know.
no. I'm taking 4 wheels tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's supposed to be off and on all week, I think. I don't know. And I've got one thing I will be doing is looking at the radar screen before I go to sleep tonight, just so I know what to look forward to up north.
Right.
So, because usually the temperature's at least 10 to 20 degrees below what we have here in Kansas City. So,
Yeah, I kind of look every once in a while. I'm just kind of curious, it's like, well, I'm not doing anything, just sitting here wasting 40 minutes, just waiting on dispatch. But
right.
I'll look at the radar and then I'll scoot on up to where you're at or where you should be at. And it's like, whoop, he should have some rain up there.
Right.
Oh, Marty should have some fog out there or something, just
Well,
kind of watching what everybody else is doing,
he's not even working this week.
Oh,
You know,
can't even work a full week.
no, I heard that, what was it, Tuesday, I think it was. He got home and he started crying and talked to his wife and
What's his lady friend say?
asked if he could take the day, take the rest, next week off. And I guess she said, "That's okay, sweetheart. You can stay home."
How's she gonna put up with that?
I don't know. I mean, it's just it's a sad deal,
I don't know. Some people, maybe she'll lock him out in the shop.
Well, I'm just disappointed because I won't be able to go over there in the morning and get my breakfast sandwich with bacon on. I mean, come on. Just because he wants to take the day off,
There's
or
egg
take
in
the
your
week
face.
off, I mean, ruin my week.
He hasn't said anything in a little while.
I don't know where he's probably sleeping. Yeah. I'm just glad he got the shower fixed yesterday.
Lady friend's got some clean towels up in there for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they got a heating rack for
Yeah.
towels. Yeah. I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got back from the butcher myself.
Yeah, I'm just about due for a haircut back here because it's starting to get a little curly back there.
So
We're over an hour. Can you
what,
believe that?
I still didn't read any answers. People may have answered, but I didn't get any answers,
On what?
about what everybody else is doing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if we get a call in or, somebody wanna do what is that thing? Or somebody like what Mark just did?
Oh, yeah. I can copy the link
Yeah.
and post it there. I can,
Or just add the phone number. I don't know if you.
well,
do
we
that.
don't do the phone number on here right
Okay.
now because it's a different format. So,
Oh, I got you.
yeah. And
That's why nothing's working today.
probably, But yeah, we Mark's controlling it now.
Oh.
That's why you see the screen change.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna screw him up if I start messing with the. See, look, he's gonna be all. See, look, there he is. He's,
Yeah.
my producer has control. Yeah. So
Yeah, what is everybody doing? Anybody flying? Well, I really want to know if anybody's flying. You know, how did they tell you how soon you got to be at the airport or anything like that? Because they always say that Thanksgiving's the busiest flying day of the year, and then we get to Christmas and they say this is the busiest flying season of the year.
Right,
or the
yeah.
busiest flying day of the year.
there's no way I could handle flying, especially after my trip to Walmart today.
Ah.
It
was horrible.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna wait till midnight to go grocery shopping. Honestly,
Yeah,
you
you
know.
could. I think it was, I had to go back up and get some AAA batteries back up there, and it wasn't that bad after I went the second time. So, but yeah, it's like everybody gets out of church and they go nuts in Walmart after church.
They go nuts everywhere. And it's not just church people, it's just
Right.
the church people are adding to the crazy people.
Yeah. You can tell who was at church, by the way they're dressed up, all fancy and stuff. Some
yeah.
of them, I don't dress up to go to church. I don't think the good Lord cares what you look like, right?
It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what house that you're in. You are your own church, your own temple. You got to take care of your own temple,
Right.
your own church.
Yep.
There's some religions that they go in their own neighborhoods, which are farms, but they'll go to each other's house and set the house up, the whole, the great room as their church.
Right.
And then the next week they'll go to somebody else's house for church, and then they'll keep doing that and bouncing around. So it doesn't really matter the building that you're in. It really doesn't. As long as you take care of your temple, which is your body and your heart and soul, and at that point, that you're being
Right.
taken care of.
Melinda Dobson says, Jared Caldwell says, I'm flying to the couch. Melinda Dobson says, with all these meds, I'll just fly high on my recliner. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Dean asks, random things I do. Who remembers when Texas had no scales? I'll tell you what, they're tearing out scales. They've taken out the scales just north of Kansas City here at Kearney, Missouri.
Yep.
And then they've taken out the northbound Eagleville, Missouri scale. There's still a southbound side. And then there's Osceola, Iowa. I don't know if Osceola, Iowa still has a scale or not. I'd have to talk to a buddy of mine because he loves pulling the oversized office trailers up across that scale, So yeah,
Random things I do, I can only remember 3 scales that I've ever been across in Texas. One was down just north of Houston. Another one was what was that? 10 Highway way down there. I was going from Phoenix all the way over to Houston, so that was a long trip, I'm telling you. And I think there was only one set of scales over there, but it was more of like a portable scale.
Right.
It was just like a parking lot, and then they were all set up in there. So was the one over in the Panhandle. There's just a parking lot. I didn't run across there on the truck, but I was in my personal vehicle. And I see them all the time over there. So when they're running from New Mexico into Oklahoma, Texas, and then over into Kansas, you know, there's a parking lot, and you only got what 30, 40 miles across Texas there. I mean, it barely just cuts across there.
Right. Missouri Outlaw, how you doing? There.
It's kind of weird, you know. I'm watching on my phone so I can read the
Yeah.
comments and stuff like that, but it's just
I just sent myself a super chat.
what the heck is that?
It's a super chat.
What is
Sorry,
that?
Mark. I know you're still, yeah, I'm sorry.
Buy your own super chat.
Yeah, Yep.
Okay.
I sent myself a super chat.
What does that do, or what does that mean?
It's part of revenue. I think YouTube takes like 50% of your super chats.
Okay.
So it's like income. There's a little dollar sign down there on the right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to have a card and stuff.
Oh, set up already.
Your
Right.
ID and all that stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. Thanks a lot, Lone Cowboy Ventures, for the super chat. I appreciate that very much. That is my second super chat. Yeah, Missouri Outlaw. I saw you on, I was on there with you earlier. He was coming across from Hannibal, Missouri. He actually stopped in there at the old Rocket truck stop. Speaking of scales, there used to be some scales over there.
Yeah.
Back when it was 2-lane. And yeah, I remember the bike trip I just took, I went by that area. There's nothing. It's all 4-lane now. But yeah, I was on with him for a little bit watching and stuff. And then I had some stuff to do. So yeah, I had to jump out. So I'm glad hopefully you made it back. Interstate 10 is a long ride across Texas.
Yeah,
Just a
it
few
was
miles.
a lot of nothing. There was a lot of nothing across there.
Yeah. That's one thing about that I'm excited for you to see when we go out west is if, the first weekend we hit Sturgis for a couple of days, see Iron Mountain, Needles Highway, and then going somewhere else, either heading south or wherever, just to, let's all, just to see the country out there. And it's really strange because back in 19, I took my trip, a solo trip, in fact, on my 18 Road Glide. And it was quite an experience when you're by yourself, not having anybody around you. I went up over Medicine Bow Pass,
Yeah.
and went up over Beartooth Pass and down into Red Lodge. And that Beartooth Pass, you're sitting on top of the world, it seems like, Marty asked, are you working tomorrow? Now, what kind of question is that?
It's actually a work day, Marty. That's how you get paid.
Yeah. If you want to get out of the house, hey, Deborah Spiker, thank you for the $10 super sticker. Thank you very much. Thank you. But yeah, that's cool. First super sticker. Yeah. But Marty, if you need a place to get away from all the kids there at the house, you get tired of taking a nap. You just got to be back by like noon, I think, is when you lay the kids down for a nap, So you got to make sure you're back at the house by then so you can take your nap. And but if you need a place to go to hang out or wherever, you're more than welcome to come over and hang out in the shop. That's for sure. I just wonder if he has a little pad that he puts down on the floor
Oh, and the
for
other
his
yeah,
nap,
yeah.
like a binky,
Yeah. Like a little aerobics pad or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's got the fan. Does he have to have a fan going?
Oh no, I do.
I
We
do
have a
too.
fan going all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, so I kind of grew up in mainly in Arizona and Phoenix. And so that's a big city. It really is. It's like tripled its size since I've moved away from there. But
Right.
there was always the noises of the city. Um, you got your road noise, you got just all the different noises in the city. And then things that you don't think about out here is helicopters.
Right.
Now in Phoenix, there's several radio stations, and they've got 3, 4, 5, 6 helicopters each. Okay, because they got to cover the valley. Like the guy here in town, he's Johnny Rollins. He flies around and he
Right.
does all the weather reporting and traffic and stuff like that from the air if he can fly, weather permitting. But so there's Johnny's got to cover all this territory, and Kansas City is pretty big. It's no easy feat. They'll go to him, and he's like, I got to go up here. Come back to me here in a minute. And so he's got to go up to an accident or something like that, or he's chasing tornadoes or whatever he's doing.
Right.
He's kind of a all over the place guy. But they really need another helicopter for that radio or for that TV station.
Right. Yeah.
So if you think about that, in Phoenix, if they've got 4 to 6 helicopters per station, how many stations do you have in your town? And then, make it 6 each.
Right.
Okay, then you've got law enforcement.
Yeah, I enjoy watching Cops,
Oh,
the old
yeah.
show Cops. But Linda Dobson, thank you very much, hon. You didn't have to do that. Good grief.
Oh, that's
Another
cool.
super sticker. That's cool. Appreciate it. But on the Antenna Digital TV, there is a channel that shows a lot of the Cops live action stuff. Of course, they're all reruns,
Oh,
I
yeah.
really enjoy watching that stuff. I think last night I had it on. They had chasing somebody on a 4-wheeler, and he had a prosthetic leg on a 4-wheeler going down the road. It was crazy.
Yeah, I guess you're not shifting gears on some of them 4-wheelers anymore.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
pretty much just automatic, just hit the button and go. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Melinda. I appreciate it. For the next bike trip, she says. Everybody needs a cup of coffee.
Heck
That's
yeah,
right.
there's a couple of times we've set up for trips. We'd meet up just on for like a day trip, and we'd meet up at a gas station, and there'd be some homeless guy just leaning up against a building, just
Right.
watching the people go by. So that's the kind of thing you do. You buy them a cup of coffee, or
Right.
hey, you want a drink, or bite to eat or something like that.
Just like that last trip 2 weeks ago when we went to Weston, that guy
Yeah,
was eating a walking taco.
yeah.
That's what he was eating out of the bag. And I just walked. I don't even remember what I handed him. I don't even remember what it was. I know it was in the double digits. And I said, "Here," I said, "This help you out?" And he said, "Yeah, man." He says, "Thank you." He says, You like these walking tacos, blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Yeah, I've had them before." And to be honest with you, he didn't look like a druggie.
Right.
He looked halfway decent, but you could tell he was,
Without.
he was in a bad way, kind of, so.
Yeah, I see these guys on the off ramp, and you can tell, like you're saying, they're just their whole presence, and we've got some regulars out there that are always out there. Probably drive their Chrysler down there, park it around the other side of the building, and walk over with their cardboard.
Yeah,
But you can tell, so I'll go by and just give them the old hey, peace symbol or nod at them or something like that.
Right.
They nod back.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I'm thinking of you, but I can't do anything.
like
for you."
yesterday after we went out to eat at 54th Street, we were leaving there, and there was a gal on the other side of the street, and she had cowgirl boots on, and these didn't look like cheap cowgirl boots. And she was leaving, and she was headed over towards the fast food joint over there, and I thought, I bet her car is parked over there. she's just been out posing, you know.
Yeah, I seen a guy with a $150 football jersey on, says Chiefs on it. So you know they're $150 or more. Just standing out there with signs like, really, dude?
Random things I do says, so now I know why people are always handing me money. Right. Great. But no, we see that all the time, especially down around our work too, underneath James Street. There's some pretty sketchy people down there that I'm sure in the inner city and stuff and other cities is probably 100 times worse. So
I drove out there in Topeka a bunch years ago, and I could drive straight to it, but there's the homeless shelter, and they all hang out right outside,
Right.
within a couple of blocks, and underneath the highway just to get shade, during the summer and whatnot. And
right.
it's like, you see these signs. People post these signs or these pictures on social media. Some guy holding a cardboard. We'll work for food or whatever, right? And then right behind them in the background is a billboard for, say, McDonald's. Now hiring $22 an hour.
Right.
Go work for a couple of days or something like that, and then you can take a break for a month.
I don't care what anybody says. There's jobs.
Oh,
I have a friend that 30 years in management down in the caves,
Yeah.
Clark Distribution. Well, he's been looking for a job. He's almost overqualified.
Right.
And I told him, I says, just go in there and act like a dummy, like you don't know nothing, and they'll hire you.
Yeah, right.
He's telling them how they should be managing in interviews because they'll take him out for a walk around employees. He's like, is this right?
Yeah.
And they just turn their head, so.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's all in your demeanor and how you act when you apply for a job.
Right.
Whether you, I don't know, when I first started over here, I did have some management experience, and when I came in, I was just doing me,
Right.
just like picking up little pieces of trash. But I was thinking more like the guys on the forklift. If they hit this piece of wood, with the forklift, there's no shock absorbers on the forklift.
Right.
And I'd pick up the sticks, and everybody started, are you the manager or something like that?
No, you're just doing your
No,
job.
but that put a great joke in my head, and I played it off really well.
Yeah.
So we was waiting on a new terminal manager when I first started over here, right? And I walked up to a supervisor. I'd only been there a week, if that, right? Because I only work 4 days a week, so some people. So I walked up to a supervisor and a dock lead. He was an employee, an hourly employee, but he's doing the duties of a supervisor, right? Because we're short supervisors. So I walked up to him and I said, "Hi, have you met the new terminal manager yet?" And they both replied, "We don't have a new terminal manager here yet." And I just stuck my hand out and shake their hand, right? I didn't say anything. I just smiled and stuck my hand out.
Right.
They shook my hand and I just walked away. I was in plain clothes, no uniform,
Right.
just plain clothes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that undercover boss. I wonder what was going through their head when I walked
Right.
away.
Exactly.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
Well, I guess we're going to jump off of here shortly, and thank you for the chats and the super stickers and all that stuff. And my producer is still helping us out here. I appreciate it. Gives him something to do, keeps him out of his lady friend's hair and all that stuff, And he's just having a good old time. So everybody be safe if you get out and travel this week. Especially around Thanksgiving, before and after. And because this being truck drivers, we know how it is because we saw a lot of crazy stuff. So we're going to end it here, and I appreciate everybody that's in here. Marty, have a good few days off. Like I said, the offer still stands. If you need a place to get away to, just chill out, and you can even push a broom over here in my shop if you want. You really want something to do. It'll give you some exercise, So, anyway, we're gonna jump off here. We're gonna end it, and like I said, y'all have a good week, and say hi to a stranger. And thanks for everybody that's been patient. And we'll talk to you on the next one, okay? And say hi to a stranger, thank a veteran, and we'll see you on the next one.
Say bye.
I think I ended it. I don't know. So hang on just a second here, Slick.
Say bye.
Hold on there. There. I hit end.